The updates, they are rolling in hot and heavy for Helldivers, as we just got a two-piece of new updates from Arrowhead, including the next Warbond, complete with details, a PlayStation blog, and a release date, which, spoiler alert, is next week. And all of it, we're going to dive into in just a moment. Welcome back to the channel. This is LtBuzzLitebeer, and since the Space Marine 2 servers seem to be nuked right now, it's over to Helldivers we go, and it is a trifecta of new information to sift through today. We've got the latest weapon buffs coming to the game, the Chemical Agents Warbond, and a new PlayStation blog as well. So sit back, I've got you covered on all three. But before we begin, in case you haven't done so already, take just a moment to hit subscribe. I mean, it's free, and it really helps the channel get noticed in the far corners of YouTube. And don't forget to ring that notifications bell to receive my latest Helldivers upload alerts. And it's time to check out what Arrowhead has cooked up for us Helldivers. I know, we've got the new Warbond to go over, we've got the new weapon buffs to go over, but I would be remiss if I didn't loop back around and talk about the Major Order. We actually completed it. Kudos to all the divers out there. You can see the screen up there, Major Order completed. Of course, I'm maxed out on medals, so I don't get any medals. But yeah, we pulled it off midweek over in Bottsville, and I will be the first to say that I was 100% wrong on this. I thought we were going to fail and fail miserably, but it is done. Collect your medals. Once again, congrats. GG's out there, divers. And if you take a look also at the personal order for today, successfully extract with 5 rare samples. That's another 15 medals you can pick up very quickly. And of course, we don't yet have the new Major Order. But again, wow, I am really surprised on this one, but we did it. And on to the next one. And of course, big things coming next week, which is the perfect transition over to Arrowhead's first announcement from this morning concerning their next major weapon buff. So, as per usual, this is day 3 of these updates that Arrowhead has been dropping. We, of course, get Johan and Nicholas again, and this is concerning the Breaker. Notice I said the Breaker, not the Incendiary Breaker, not the Breaker Spray and Pray, just the Breaker. But let's go ahead and check out what they had to say about it, and then I'll be back with a few thoughts.
My name is Johan Pilestad.
And I'm Niklas Malmborg.
Today we're diving into the patch notes of Helldivers 2. Have we finally reverted the Breaker to what it was at launch?
Yes, we have.
We have.
You got more. It actually got more stagger.
Oh, nice. And 16 rounds per magazine.
Yes.
Nice.
And no, we didn't also take away magazines.
Okay, so in tandem with their comical presentation there on the Breaker, they also put out just a very short post. It says, "Here goes the long-awaited Breaker update." I think it's supposed to read, "Here it comes, the long-awaited Breaker update," but whatevs. Now it comes with an extended mag, which holds 16 shells, and stagger force increased from 10 to 15. So quick disclaimer here, and I think I'm right here. I haven't checked over on the Discord. Maybe someone can post down in the comment section and confirm this. This says nothing about the Breaker Spray and Pray. It says nothing about the Incendiary Breaker. It just says the Breaker. So this is the base Breaker, and if you look back at the footage, which I'm going to be playing here a little bit on and off, you can see that is the color scheme and the mag, that long straight mag for the Breaker. So yeah, I guess it picks up extra shells because it always had way less ammo than its other counterparts, and it picked up a little bit of stagger force, which overall buffs are good for this next update. I used the Breaker just a little bit when the game kind of first launched, and then once I found the Incendiary Breaker and just how strong it was, I immediately swapped over and I never looked back. But for anyone out there that really rocks the base Breaker, let me know what you think of this, or let me know what you thought of it in the past and what you think of these changes. Drop me a comment, let me know. But of course, the headline for today has to be that Arrowhead and PlayStation have announced the new Chemical Agents Warbond, going live in the game exactly a week from today. That's right, you got 7 days. It's hitting on September the 19th. And of course, I get this question every time a new Warbond is about to release or releases. Yes, expect it to cost 1,000 super credits. And of course, you can farm those in game. Now, structurally, this Warbond's going to be quite a bit different than we're used to seeing, and I'll explain those differences as I read through this PlayStation blog. By the way, link down in the video description in case you want to check this out, and all my sources are always linked down in the video description. But as the footage plays, I'm going to read through this. So this is PlayStation blogs, you know, whatever they kind of came up with as far as their descriptions are, and then I'll kind of interject my own thoughts here. It says, I'll start with everyone's favorite part of a Warbond, the offensive gear. The first thing a Terminated Exterminator needs is a good, high-pressure sprayer. The TX-41 Sterilizer is the tool of the trade, ready to spray down the threat with chemical gas. And notice this thing looks kind of like a flamethrower, just with, I guess, a chemical reservoir attached to it. This is a stratagem weapon, even though it doesn't say it right here. It is a strat weapon. It is not a primary weapon. And by the way, major structural difference in this Warbond from any other Warbond we've received in the past. No primary weapons on offer in this Warbond. Moving on, and the PlayStation blog says, and in case the bugs got behind you, don't worry, your gassy little pal, the AXTX13 Guard Dog Breath, wow, that's a long description there, won't let them get the drop on you because it hoses them down with its corrosive gas sprayer. If there's still some standing after the stratagems are done, hit them with the G4 gas grenade, cover the whole area in a cloud of noxious fumes, Helldivers. So we've got a new Guard Dog Rover. And of course, we've had the one in the past, which is the standard Guard Dog, which uses a Liberator assault rifle. We've had issues with that, of course, resupplying it. We've had the Laser Guard Dog Rover, which is, for many that play against the bugs, it's one of their go-tos because it just does so well even after the nerfs it's received in the past. Now we have variant number 3, the AXTX13 Guard Dog Breath. And as you can see, this thing looks like it's flying around with a mini corrosive launcher, of course, with a reservoir. I expect it to probably need to be able to resupply just like the standard Guard Dog, which uses the Liberator assault rifle. Kind of interesting. I mean, I'll definitely give it a shot. It seems to hose everything down. I wonder if it's going to hose us divers down. Of course it is. What kind of question is that, right? But yeah, it definitely looks interesting. So we've got one that we can carry ourselves, which is the TX-41 Sterilizer, which shoots this corrosive gas out. And of course, I think it's going to do quite well versus the bugs. We'll have to see how it does versus the bots, but corrosive fumes should be able to handle their metal and their armor, I guess, fairly efficiently as well. Now we also have this one, the AXTX13 Guard Dog Breath Rover. We also have a G4 gas grenade. I guess they all kind of throw out the same kind of noxious cloud and kills a bunch of stuff. So yeah, let's keep going. What else do they have to say? Adding stratagem variants to Warbonds is new with Chemical Agents, but our designers felt that since gas is a crowd control tool, it makes more sense to release strats and let Helldivers choose the primary weapons they love the most. So there's their explanation for not releasing primary weapons. Apparently this is all about crowd control. It's all about AoE, so they're going to flip it over to the strat variant side and then let us pair it up with our favorite primaries. Let me know how you feel about that, not receiving any primary weapons in this Warbond at all. They continue on. Not only that, but this is bringing some serious variety to Chemical Agents that we hope players will enjoy. Okay, at this point, we're up to the 2 new armors. Here's what the PlayStation blog says. They start off with, let's talk drip. And after nearly 40 hours in Space Marine 2, mostly spent in operations, I'm all about the drip. The exterminators of Super Earth have access to some killer threads in Chemical Agents. Firstly, these armors have the Advanced Filtration passive. So there's the new passive, Helldivers. It's called Advanced Filtration. What does it do? Well, it gives the player resistance to the gas clouds they'll be generating with their new toys, including the toxic cloud put off by the Orbital Gas Strike strat. The AF-50 Noxious Ranger is a lightweight armor best paired with the standard of safe distance cape. I guess they're pushing the cape right there. If you really want to go full on with your protective gear, you've got the medium AF-02 Hazmaster. I like the name there. H-A-Z-Master. Hazmaster. And the matching Patient Zero's Remembrance Cape. That's interesting. Patient Zero. Each set also has a coordinating player card to match the capes. And finally, we're up to the extras that are added into this Warbond. PlayStation says our players have been asking for more emotes, and the ones included with Chemical Agents are some of our best yet. Want to know how to tell a joke in Helldivers 2 with your microphone off? Use the co-emote Natural Gas Extraction, of course. See if you can convince your whole squad to pull your finger. Yeah, you know what happens when you pull your finger. And once you all get back to your ship, they can express their disgust with the EU victory pose. Wow. Okay, so 2 new emotes. You've got the Natural Gas Extraction and the EU victory pose. Next up, really cool new items that are added on. We're adding another set of patterns for your Hellpods, Pelican 1 and Exosuit in mustard. I guess that's the color scheme they've come up with. It's called mustard. Not the kind that goes on a hot dog either. This is the deadly kind. If at any point your squad wanders into your toxic cloud, you can use the new utility, listen to this, Helldivers, P11 stem pistol to give them a minor heal from a safe distance. So we've been asking for it for a while. We've kind of heard rumors that it's coming. Yes, we are getting in our secondary slot a new P11 stem pistol that we can actually shoot, possibly, I think it ourselves, but definitely at our squad mates, and it will heal them a little bit, especially if they run into the toxic clouds that you're laying down all over the place using your new strat weapons. And finally, the PlayStation blog finishes up with, if you really lean into the role, Chemical Agents includes a new player title, Expert Exterminator. And they say that's everything, Helldivers. This could be a whole new theme for your squad as the galaxy's elite peacekeepers and pest destroyers gas up for Chemical Agents, releasing September 19th. And of course, you can see their whole card of offerings here, the armor sets, the strats, the patterns, the utility items. Remember, you get the G4 gas grenade, the stem pistol, and as usual, there's super creds on offer to unlock in the Chemical Agents Warbond. 2 new banners, 2 new capes. You also get 2 new emotes and or victory poses. Of course, you get the ew, where he kind of fans his hand in front of his face, and then you get the Natural Gas Extraction emote. That's the one where you can try to get one of your squad mates to pull your finger. And then finally, the player title, Expert Exterminator. So, big differences in this one, of course. Look at the items that we're missing. No primary weapons at all. And also, if you noticed, no booster as well. So it's 2 strats, 3 patterns, 3 utilities, and of course, all the little bolt-ons down there. Let me know what you think of this. I would definitely love to see some primary weapons, for sure. I think the stem pistol could be clutch. I want to see just how effective Sterilizer and the Guard Dog Breath are going to be, especially versus the bugs. But, you know, they could also have some utility versus the bots as well. And then, of course, we get in the past, remember, we used to get 3 armor sets, light, medium, heavy. With this one, it's just light, medium. I mean, it definitely looks interesting. I'm going to give it a shot. I've got the super creds saved up, but I'm looking forward to your feedback down in the comment section. Let me know where you stand on all this. How are you feeling about Chemical Agents? Any of all that? And try and keep it a little bit on the civil side. I know where some of you are going to go with this, so let's just not even steer to that. But let me know how you're leaning with Chemical Agents. Remember to hit subscribe and ring that notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. All my socials, including links to all my sources, can be found down in the video description. Shout out to the nearly 243,000 of you legends from across the globe who tune in on the daily to support me and my channel, and my content for that matter. I really lean on your support, and it's greatly appreciated. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.